Next, we will explore the fundamental libraries in Python for data analysis and visualization: Pandas, Matplotlib, and Seaborn. The attached notebook demonstrates the basic usage of these popular Python libraries. It covers Pandas for creating a simple data frame with 3 columns, Matplotlib for plotting a basic line graph with labeled axes, and Seaborn for visualizing data using a box plot. Feel free to pause the video at any point to review the notebook and practice data manipulation, visualization, and plotting with these libraries. Pandas is a powerful and flexible library for data manipulation and analysis. It's particularly useful for working with structured data like labels or time series. Matplotlib is the most widely used library for plotting in Python. Its pyplot module is a collection of functions used for visualization. Seaborn is built on top of Matplotlib and provides a high-level interface for drawing attractive and informative statistical graphics. It's particularly good at handling data frame objects directly, making it a great companion to Pandas. If you are using a local Jupyter Notebook environment, these libraries are often pre-installed. You can check the availability of your libraries in your environment. Here is a simple snippet of code to verify if Pandas, Matplotlib, and Seaborn are installed. This script attempts to import each of the 3 libraries. If all imports are successful, it prints all libraries are installed. If any library is missing, it catches the import error and prints the name of the missing library. If you need to install a library, you can run the pip install command. I have these libraries installed. The output confirms that all 3 libraries, along with their dependencies, are installed. For each library, you'll see a requirement already satisfied message if the library is already present in your environment. Let's check the versions of these libraries. This script imports the 3 libraries and prints their respective version numbers. If you need to update a library, you can run this command. We usually start our notebook by importing the necessary libraries. Pandas is imported as PD. Matplotlib's pyplot is imported as PLT, and Seaborn is imported as SNS. Next, we have a simple example of creating a data frame using Pandas. We define 3 columns A, B, and C, each containing 3 numbers. This data frame is essentially a table where each column has values that correspond to rows. Below you can see the resulting data frame displayed with 3 rows and 3 columns. Let's create a simple line plot. In the code, we use plt.plot to define the data points for the x-axis and y-axis. We then set the title of the plot with plt.title. Label the x-axis and y-axis using plt.xLabel and plt.yLabel, and finally display the plot with plt.show. Seaborn includes several built-in datasets that are useful for demonstrating its plotting capabilities and for educational purposes. In this example, we use the tips built-in dataset. It contains information about tips, received by waiters in a restaurant, including total bill, tip amount, day of the week, time of day, and whether the customer was a smoker. Let's create a box plot, which helps us visualize the distribution of total bills across different days of the week. First, we set the style of the plot using SNS.set with the white grid style to give the plot a clean look. Then we load the tips dataset with SNS.load dataset tips. The core of this plot is created with SNS.boxplot, where we specify x equals to day for the days of the week on the x-axis and y equals to total bill to plot the total bill amounts on the y-axis. These horizontal lines within the boxes represent the median of the total bill. We observe a slight increase in total bills on Saturday and Sunday. The lines extending from the box are called whiskers. Points outside these whiskers are outliers, indicating that they may be unusual or extreme compared to the overall distribution. We notice a few outliers, especially on Thursday and Saturday. Okay, let's stop here and not proceed further. We briefly covered the essential libraries. I highly recommend reviewing the official documentation for these libraries, trying out their examples and exploring the case studies. On this slide, you can find links to the documentation, which are also attached to this lesson.